2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going, and the starting group for the Spurs, they've got DeJounte Murray. Aldridge out there with Lyons. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Forbes in a shooting guard. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. Now here's Winslow, back to Morant. Brooks outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jackson, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And, of course, Jaren Jackson Sr. played in the NBA for over a decade.
And, yes, Jaren Jackson Jr., he talks about watching his dad, learning what it takes to be a professional in this league. That prepared Jackson Jr. to make an impact early on.
Murray against Morant. Murray dishes to Forbes.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it. Unforced errors, these are the kinds of things that break momentum.
Outside Aldridge. Here's DeRozan. Aldridge. It's good on the putback.
The man just knows how to generate points. Aldridge creating a second chance opportunity and then cashing in.
Brooks kicks to Morant. We play just over a minute here in the first. Valanciunas out to Morant over Murray. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Right side Jackson. Back to Valanciunas. Right side Jackson. Gets a very good look and converts.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
Murray, the pass to DeRozan. Dishes to Aldridge. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
And that one's good, Morant.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
Now here's Murray. Rosen dishes to Murray. No good on the 3. Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Morant. It's hauled in by Lyles.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Here's DeRozan, and he makes good on the layup.
Quick first step. This is why it's hard to stay in front of DeMar DeRozan.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Murray against Morant. Valanciunas, and it's sent back by Aldridge. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. And he comes up with the deuce. DeRozan's got his second bucket of the game to go. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league. And there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Here's DeRozan after the made shot from Jonas Valanciunas. And Forbes kicks to Aldridge. Outside DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. San Antonio also making some changes. Rudy Gay's checked in for Trey Lyles. White comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Lob pass to Gay. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Melton. Inside. Here's Clark. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clark, brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the three-point shooting.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. And it's Bellinelli in for DeMar DeRozan. Passes to Poeltl. Over Clark. And Poeltl gets it to go on the assist by Mills.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
Jones looking for an opening. Feeds it to Clark. The rebound by the Spurs.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Mills passes to White. Good if it goes. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for San Antonio, they've got Poeltl. Rudy Gay is out there with Bellinelli. And it's Mills. And it's Walker in at the two-guard spot. Back to Mills. Pass to Bellinelli. Gay outside. Clock at 6. Here's Mills. Got a hand on it.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Here's Melton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And there's the pass to Clark. Stolen by Walker. In transition, here come the Spurs. Here's Gay. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for DeAnthony Melton. Pass to Clark. There's the feed to Valanciunas. Poeltl with the steal. And again, San Antonio running the court in transition. The kick out to Walker. Back to Bellinelli. Left side Walker to the inside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. So both teams making some changes here. And the Grizzlies with possession here, trailing by 4. And that one's good. Morant's got his second basket.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Poeltl doesn't go for him. Nice D from Valanciunas. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. And finished off by Morant.
This guy is exciting to watch. Morant gets up and dunks it.
Referee finds Gay. Now here's Walker. Lyles with it. He's picked up by Brooks. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Purdy. DeRozan comes in for Rudy Gay. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Walker. And it's White in for Murray.
Right in the teeth of that defense, DeRozan explosive through contact.
Greg, LaMarcus Aldridge taking more three-pointers last season, easily passing his career highs in attempts with almost 3 a game.
And Aldridge shot a very respectable percentage from outside. In order to play heavy minutes at the 4, you need to be able to shoot. Good to see Aldridge still adding new wrinkles to his game.
Here's Morant. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Morant's got 9.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Back to White. There's 1:54 left in the first half of basketball. Shots good by Lyles.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
It's Morant with the drive. White with the defensive effort. San Antonio leading outside DeRozan. Good, nice job down low. DeRozan's got 4 this quarter.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Morant passes to Valanciunas. Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by White. And Memphis making a change here. Elton's checked in. Here's Brooks. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Memphis moving that ball around. Yep, that one goes.
That's where Valanciunas is a handful, inside and on the block.
Here's Forbes. Makes it off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 3.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
51 seconds left here in the second. Aldridge with it. Now Valanciunas defending. Here's DeRozan. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Aldridge has got 3 assists now in this one.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Here's Melton on the wing. Winslow. Right wing. Melton passes to Winslow. To the middle. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it fly. No good from Valanciunas.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Brooks dishes to Valanciunas. Passes it to Melton. Winslow with it, and so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And that's a...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Clark is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Melton in at the point guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Now here is Aldridge. Murray with it. He's picked up by Brooks. It's Clark with the rebound.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over-eager.
Melton passes to Brooks. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
Now, here's DeRozan. He's got 12. To the inside, stolen by Jackson. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it, the fast break chance. Melton passes to Brooks. Jackson up top. Pass to Gutteridge. No good. That would have tied it. Spurs leading by 3. And Anthony Melton picks up the foul. That's his first foul. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Pirtle, he's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Trey Lyles. Bellinelli, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Lonnie Walker in for Bryn Forbes. Now here is Pirtle. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Clark into the lane. And then Clark slams it in.
Looking nimble on the drive there. Once Clark sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to exploit.
Pirtle finds Murray. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Smitty, with DeJounte Murray, he's got great length at that guard position, and it can make him a menace defensively.
Yes, it does. DeJounte Murray is 6'4", but has a 6'10" wingspan. Still very young and learning about defense, but his instincts off the chart. He could end up being one of the premier defenders in the league by the end of his deal.
Here's Gutteridge. He dishes it to Clark. The pass to Gutteridge. 4 on the shot clock. Over Bellinelli. Gutteridge can't get it to go. Spurs leading by 3. Here's Gay. Misses the layup.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
Here's Gay, following the score by Memphis. Back to Pirtle. Inside, here's Walker. Goes up again. Nice shot by Pirtle.
Got to be on the lookout for Pirtle crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
Jones, the pass to Clark. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Clark's got 4 points this quarter.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Murray, no good. Memphis trailing here. Here's Gutteridge, and he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
San Antonio making a switch here. Mills is checked in. Now, here's Clark. And Pirtle sends it back. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 22. I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Pirtle. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And Derek White subbed in for Walker. Morant with the steal. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Trey Lyles checked in for San Antonio.
As young as Ja Morant is, I'm impressed. He came in ready to lead a team. And these guys, they follow him.
Alan Junis hits them both. 1:05 left in the third. And here is Lyles. He feeds it to Aldridge. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Some people claim that Aldridge is a finesse player, but he can get physical when he wants to.
Jones, the pass to Winslow. And Valanciunas penetrating. Back to Winslow. Here's Morant. And DeRozan sends it back.
With that leaping ability, DeRozan, he can go get it.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Pass to Mills. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And the rejection by Valanciunas. It's stolen by DeRozan. And it's good, 2 points. DeRozan's got 14 points.
Look at the way DeMar just shrugged off the foul and still finished the play. Incredible.
Here's Morant. Buries it down low. Morant's got the lead up to 4 now for the Grizzlies.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the Grizzlies up 4. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the floor for San Antonio, starting the fourth quarter, DeRozan out there with Trey Lyles. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Derek White. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. Here's Melton. He kicks to Brooks. Passes it to Valanciunas. Rebounded by the Spurs. Lyles got 4 rebounds in this game. And the rejection by Jackson.
A solid all-around kid with the size to work inside. Good play by Derek White.
The first one falls. Morant, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And both free throws good for White.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
And so Brooks will bring it up for the Grizzlies. The lead is 2. Winslow dishes to Morant. Back to Winslow. Memphis moving it around. It's stolen by DeRozan. Aldridge, the pass to DeRozan. And finished off by DeRozan.
When DeRozan senses he's on a roll, he becomes hyper-aggressive.
Morant against White. Kept alive. Morant dishes to Valanciunas. Winslow, the pass to Valanciunas. 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for Derek White. Outside DeRozan. Back to Murray. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That'll be his second foul of the game. Rudy Gay's checked in for San Antonio. DeRozan dishes to Aldridge. Back to DeRozan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter.
Greg, with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan, it helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he wanted.
Oh, that was something else.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Outside DeRozan. The shot, no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Here's Morant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the... And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
2 shots.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Spurs trail by 4. Lob pass to Gay. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Aldridge finds DeRozan. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Justice Winslow.
Well, with how great DeMar DeRozan is at scoring, you know he's going to get to the line a few times every game.
Good on the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. The Spurs making a switch here. Lyles checked in. DeMar DeRozan hits them both.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
Murray against Morant. He gets that one.
Tremendous effort from John Morant, letting his team know they can rely on him.
Murray against Morant. Murray the pass to Lyles. Right side Aldridge. To Lyles. Feeds it to Aldridge. It's tipped. 3 on the clock. Murray outside. Shoots. Grizzlies with the rebound. 1:15 left in the game. Back to Jackson. The 3. But they get it back.
And that long rebound just falls right back into their hands. That'll reset the shot clock.
Brooks outside. The second chance effort. And Morant will lay it in. Now it's a 6-point Grizzly lead.
Every team needs a closer in the clutch. Morant proving he's that guy.
Murray kicks to Forbes. DeRozan on the wing. Yes!
DeMar DeRozan, when you need a score, go to the guys you feel comfortable with.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Out to the right wing. Pass to Valanciunas. Memphis moving that ball around. Jackson in the corner. The three-pointer, no good. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Ja Morant.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Morant looking around. Back to Winslow. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. Probably a little closer. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The action always in full swing near the front. And we've got...
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. And the starting group for the Spurs. We've got Murray. Miles out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. And for the Pelicans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the pivot, manning the middle. And it's Ingram missing. And the Spurs pushing it up now. DeRozan leading the charge. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Outside Holiday. New Orleans moving it around. With the shot. Here's Favors. It's rebounded by Aldridge.
Yeah, a little bit surprising he hasn't connected on at least one of his 3 shots yet, but he's going to keep shooting.
And DeRozan kicks to Lyles. Back to DeRozan. Murray outside. 5 to shoot. Aldridge finds Murray. Lobs it up. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. For New Orleans, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Holiday, the pass to Ball. And now just over a minute played here in the first. And here's Ingram from the arc. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Now here's Ball. Passes it to Holiday. Williamson outside. Pass to Ingram. Shoots over DeRozan. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Lyles no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it. Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
So it's San Antonio now. The Pelicans make their last shot. Aldridge left side. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the game. And so he hits the technical free throw. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Melly is checked in for Favors. Josh Hart comes in for Brandon Ingram. J.J. Redick's checked in for Drew Holiday. And it's Jackson in for Ball. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Rudy Gay's checked in for Trey Lyles. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Derek White's checked in for Brent Forbes. That's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. Greg, last year, Williamson entered the NBA as one of the most well-known rookies since LeBron James.
Already had millions of followers on social media. Global name recognition. He has an above-the-rim game that produces the kinds of highlights that people want to see.
The 3 from Mills. Gay. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Floats it up for Williamson. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Bellinelli dishes to White. Now here's Bellinelli. He's covered closely. Here's Aldridge. Moves back up. He lays it in.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Here's Hart. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the wide open shot from Redick. Off target from outside. Spurs leading by 3. Now the pass to White. The feed to Aldridge. Stolen by Jackson. Redick is in the corner. And again, no good by New Orleans. Here's Williamson. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And White kicks to Bellinelli. Aldridge, the pass to Gay. Down low. Up again. Pelicans pull it in. Deflects the pass. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Redick for 3. It's hauled in by Gay. Here's White, and White slams it in.
Solid at feeding his guys the ball. Rudy has no problem giving it up that time.
Here's Hart, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Spurs lead by 5. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return.
Being able to go through adversity and come out stronger. I think that there was a lot.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. You guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
On the court right now for the Spurs, Bertle is out there with Rudy Gay. Then it's Mills. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Walker in at the 2-guard spot.
Well, Redick used properly can be lethal for your offense. You just can't afford to fall asleep on him.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Holiday comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Frank Jackson. Trey Lyles checked in for the Spurs. DeJounte Murray comes in for Patty Mills. The kick out to Walker. 4 on the clock for 3. Murray, the offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
And Pirtle is always a threat to come away with offensive rebounds thanks to his amazing timing, especially when the D fails to box him out.
Here's Okafor. The kick out to Holiday. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. And finished off by Walker.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Redick for 3. Holiday finds Hayes. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Here's Ball. Top of the key jumper, no good. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
And when Pirtle sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
Ball, the pass to Okafor. In transition, here comes San Antonio, and the dunk by Walker.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
The wide open look here for Holiday. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Okafor. Shoots over Pirtle. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Spurs leading by 13. And DeRozan kicks to Lyles. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. So for the Pelicans, Derek Favors checked in for Okafor. Zion Williamson comes in for Jackson Hayes. And it's Brandon Ingram in for J.J. Redick. And San Antonio also making a switch. Forbes checked in. Wide open look here for Murray. Tips it up. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. The Pelicans have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Back to Favors to the paint. It's stolen by Lyles. Here's Forbes. Down low. Got a piece of it. Outside for Murray. Pass to Pirtle. Back to Murray. And there's the defensive 3-second call. For San Antonio, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in. The Spurs also changing it up. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Gay comes in for Lyles. And Derek White subbed in for Murray. They get a hand on it. Alexander Walker passes to Williamson. Here's Favors. Kicks it out to Williamson. And here's Ingram from the arc. And it's White with the rebound.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
And guys, if you let Aldridge get inside with the ball, you've already lost. I mean, it's too big, too strong, too skilled.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello back. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point. And that does it for our...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Nice game. Great performance by LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Then it's Ingram. Then there's Etuan Moore, and it's Alexander Walker in at the shooting guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Stan Van Gundy. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Here's Favors, and it's sent back by Aldridge.
But he's become a defensive anchor here for this team over the past couple seasons. Great timing on the block there. One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Murray kicks to Forbes. Pass to Lyles. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Bellinelli, he's checked in for San Antonio. Pelicans trail by 15.
And there are a number of things that make Ingram a dominant force. But what really jumps out at you, the moment you see him, the length. Few wings in league history have had a 7'3" wingspan.
Inside, and stolen by Favors. And here we go. Williamson heading to the hoop.
Look at that.
Yeah, so fun to watch him get fancy on any finish. Zion again to the rack.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition, started by you and me, to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. Here's Aldridge, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Aldridge has got 8 points.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by New Orleans.
The pass to Alexander Walker. Moore right side. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
And with deceptive speed and a lengthy wingspan, defenders can sometimes just get stuck fouling favors.
That free throw missing. And he sinks the second. Spurs leading by 9. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA, and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Yeah, possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight, taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Pirtle, he's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Trey Lyles. Walker's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And Derek White subbed in for Patty Mills. Here's Jackson. Pelicans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for New Orleans. Both good from the line that time. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. To the middle. Here's Pirtle. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Pirtle's got 6 points.
And you can sense them just starting to squeeze and shrink this lead a little bit.
And stolen by White. Here's Walker. And the dunk by Walker.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Here's Holiday. Here's Hayes. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Walker in the corner. Back to White. Feeds to Pirtle. Stolen by Holiday. Stolen by Walker. Gay with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And here we go. Gay against Okafor. Walker the pass to Gay. Back to Walker. To the inside. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Some changes here for the Spurs. DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Lonnie Walker. Here's Hart. DeRozan defending. The kick out to Holiday. 26 seconds left here in the third quarter. 13 feet away. And that one goes long. Spurs leading by 7.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Holiday with the 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Gay's got 4 rebounds in this game. 4 seconds left, and it's finished off inside by Pirtle. And now an 11-point San Antonio lead. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Spurs lead by 11. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the floor for San Antonio, we've got White. DeRozan out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Pirtle, and it's Murray in at the point guard. The feed to Pirtle. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
On the free throw, no good. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
And DeRozan kicks to Lyles. Here's Aldridge. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Spurs lead by 9.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Ball dishes to Williamson. Back to Ball. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Redick passes to Williamson. 6 to shoot. Inside. It's stolen by DeRozan. Aldridge with it. Now guarded by Ingram. Outside DeRozan. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Back to Murray. Pass to Lyles. Outside DeRozan. Over Redick. And it's DeRozan missing.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
Count that bucket.
Brandon Ingram at that size, able to survey the entire floor and make a play.
Murray, the pass to Lyles. DeRozan on the wing. Back to Lyles. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Clearly a foul.
And he can't get the first one. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Nicolo Melli. Good on the second free throw. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Williamson. Pass to Hart. Redick for 3. It's good from long range.
And why would you not go to the best shooter on the floor? J.J. Redick living for that moment.
Ball against Murray. Now, here's Lyles. Defense is right there. Aldridge inside. He's covered by Ingram. Tries again. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
Well, that was a nifty move from Aldridge. Catches the defender out of position and uses his expertise to take advantage.
Okafor is checked in for the Pelicans. Favors comes in for Josh Hart.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
Redick with the three. Rebound, San Antonio. They led by as many as 18 points. DeRozan gets the bucket. And the Spurs lead by 9.
Well, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
And the dunk by DeRozan.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game. Don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
Ball with a wide open look. That three off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Outside DeRozan. To the left wing. Kicks to Forbes. DeRozan against Ingram. And it's DeRozan missing. There's 47 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Ingram passes to Okafor. Now here's Favors. Outside, Ball. Murray against Redick. And here's Ingram from the arc. Rebound by Murray.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
He kicks to Forbes. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. The shot, it's off. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.